Um, Money, the right use of money is very much a spiritual thing. The right use of money is very much a spiritual thing because money is energy. So it's energetic, and anything energetic is what? Spiritual. Okay. So here's what I want you to do over the next 30 days. I'm not going to tell you, a lot of times we start with straight up budget, right? Yes, you're going to get to a budget. There's going to be a part two to this message next week. We're going to get to budget, right? And I'm not a financial advisor, but I don't have to be a financial advisor to tell you how to lay out a budget and what you need to be thinking about for your budget, and to tell you about brokerage accounts, and to tell you about different things to look at when you're investing. I don't have to be a financial advisor to do that, right? But over the next 30 days, here what I want you to do. This is a spiritual exercise. Every piece of money that comes into your hand, I want you to print out the pay stub for it. Print out the pay stub for it. If you got it over PayPal, print it out that you received it over PayPal. If you got it over Cash App, print it out. I want you to print it out. And I want you to look at it. If you got a pay stub from your job, I want you to look at it. I want you to understand every piece of line item that's on that pay stub. And here's what I want you to do. Print it out. And I want you to offer gratitude to God for it. We're in this electronic industry and we get all these things electronic. And so things feel less real to us because we don't get it in our hands. We don't touch it. And we forget to tell God, thank you. We forget to say, God, thank you for giving me that stream to even bless me through. But because sometimes we're just so caught up on bills and heavy on bills, we're trying to pay bills, right? We don't tell God, thank you. Thank God for every piece of increase that you get. I don't care if it's $10. I don't care if it's $100. Thank God for every piece of increase that you get. I want you to print it out. I want you to thank God for it and pray over it. Guess what? Because gratitude paves the way to abundance. Gratitude paves the way to abundance. Now, I don't want you to look at a budget yet. Here's the next thing I want you to do. I want you to, your next paycheck, I want you to let that check sit in your account for 24 hours. For 24 hours. A lot of times what people do is, especially those in debt, they go, as soon as their paycheck hit their account, they pay all their bills and they're left with $10, and they got 2 weeks or 30 days with that $10, right? And so now you stressed out. Now your energy is down here about money when God needs you here so that you can hear about it. And you stress, you worry, I don't know how to make it, right? I'm going to ask you to hold on to that money for 24 to 48 hours. And before you spend any money, before you send a transaction, this is why you can't make your bills due on the day that you receive money. All of your bills don't have to be due on the day that you get money into your account. You don't have to pay your bills on that day. If you're struggling financially, I want you to hold on to that money and offer gratitude. Look at it several times on your banking app. Just look at it and say, God, thank you. Thank you for that paycheck. Thank you for that gig. Thank you for that side hustle. Thank you for that person whose hair I braided and they cash after me. Tell God, thank you. Hold it in your account and feel the abundance of it. A lot of times what happens is we've had all this money and we don't have enough money left, and we put ourselves in a frenzy and we're in a loop of, oh, I'm abundant for 24 hours or 10 hours because I just got paid. But now I'm carrying around a feeling of lack for 14 days. Do you get what I'm saying? You are working against yourself. And so, yes, you're going to budget, but you need to understand that there is an energy that goes with money. And the energy that goes with money, it should not be down here. It should be here. So you cannot get your paycheck on Friday and pay all your bills on Friday if all you got is $15 left over. If all you got is $15 left over, you're going to have to begin to understand, if I've got debt, I may not be able to pay all my debt. I may have to be able to allocate a little bit of my money to pay towards that debt, but I still need to be saving for my future, because guess what? The rain is going to fall. The rain, you are going to have times where you need to get your hand on money and you don't need to be at a payday advance place. It's time out for that. If you're still doing that, you need to ask God to show you spiritually how to bring your life into alignment. Being in alignment with God is about being in alignment in your finances as well. If you're going to file your taxes and you're letting these companies give you your money in advance and they're taking a big chunk of your taxes, time out for that. If you got yourself in that position, guess what? You need to ask God to help you get out of it. And that will come if you can do some of these things I'm talking about. You don't need to be at some of these high end. People will give you loans, taking out loans on your car, and then You got a high interest rate associated with it. What sense does that make if I'm using my car as collateral, but then the interest rate is 29 and 30%? Y'all, we got to stop that. And I'm saying this in love. We got to stop the foolishness. We got to stop. And I want to just reiterate with you that good financial stewardship, according to the word of God, is about more than tithing. You need to tithe, but you also need to invest in your future. And investing in your future is investing in yourself.